What are you doing here?
I am running around the world, and Mazatlán is the next step. So I'm very happy to be here, and the tourism people here are taking good care of me, and so I'm running around the world.
Why are you running around?
Why am I running? And it is not from an old girlfriend or wife, but it is just my dream to run around the world, because before I was an extreme runner, I was a marathon runner, and before that I cycled around the world. So I do not like to do easy things. Everything I do in life has to have a challenge, and so I got this idea more than 20 years ago, so I say, okay, no, why not? And so here I am.
But you are looking something?
Am I looking for something? Not particularly. I want to see the world. I want to meet the many wonderful people in the world, because almost all the time the media writes bad things about the people in the world, but I do not believe that. For me, almost everybody in the world is good, and so I have set out to discover the wonderful people of the world. And I'm an extreme runner, so for me this is normal, is to run. So that's what I'm doing. I figure the best way to see the world is up the end by foot. And so here I am. I have more or less almost 10,000 kilometers I've run since I left Dublin in October of last year, 2010. It is my plan to finish this world run after 5 continents and 50,000 kilometers in October 2014 at the Dublin Marathon in Ireland. And so I'm having a great time. Thanks very much to the wonderful people in Sonora, and also in Baja, where I was before, and I'm sure I'm going to have a great time all the way through Sonora and through Mexico. And Baja ferries were so good to me. They gave me a place on the ferry from La Paz to Mazatlán, and also a Freeman Hotel here in Mazatlán. And everybody, I've only been here a couple of hours, and everybody here I met, thank you so much at home. It's incredible.
Everybody loves Tony and Mazatlán. Tony, you said the best way to know the world.
Yeah, is by foot. I think so.
What did you saw, for example, in Canada, in the United States, and now what you see in Mexico? What in Mexico?
Well, for me, travel is about people. It's not necessarily about. It's not about Niagara Falls or the Golden Gate Bridge or Empire State or anything like that. It's about people, and so I found wonderful people everywhere, and the Mexican people are just unbelievable. They treated me like I'm their son, and they want my journey to happen. Everybody wants to help me to run around the world in Mexico, and and I ran down through Baja, 1,650 kilometers, I think, and it was so incredibly beautiful. And I have only arrived in Sonora only a couple of hours ago, and so I have to be honest, I do not know much, but I'm sure I will see a lot in the next week or so I'll be here. I plan to run down along the coast all the way down through Mexico.
In your opinion, the difference between Canadian, American and Mexican. Do you have an idea?
Well, between Canada and the United States, me as a European, I do not see much difference. Maybe Canada is more metric country. The United States is more like big brother to Canada, and obviously Mexico is a much poorer country, but the people are just as good. In North America, I have to be in the United States and Canada, I have to be honest. A lot of people were telling me not to come to Mexico, that there was a lot of problems. Well, they talk about crime and they talk about drug problems, and I have to be honest, I was hearing this for 7 months, and I was at the border, I was terrified. And then more or less 2 hours after crossing the border, I said, it's not like this, it's wonderful. And I just came all the way through Baja, no problem. And now I'm in similar state, and I think, to be honest with you, in the United States and Canada, there is a lot of, I have to be careful about this, a lot of anti-Mexican feeling, a lot of more or less racism, but people are listening to other people, but they are getting confused. Some people believe everything they hear, okay? And some people believe everything they hear, a myth, but this is not necessarily the case. Mexican people are the same as people from Canada and the United States and any other country, my country, any other country in the world. So I think it's important for people that work in tourism. They need to get the message out. And this is a wonderful state, this is a wonderful country, and it's no different than anywhere else in the world.
Thank you for these words. Thank you for these words.
Thank you very much.
Well, I know that you are helping people with less, that you help people with health, the problem with the breast.
Oh, my charity.
The charity.
When I decided to run around the world, I decided, well, why am I doing this? Am I doing it for myself? Well, yes, but I do not want to be 100% selfish. I want to put a portion of this towards a charity and to try and help an Irish charity that they get publicity, so that people like us were talking about people that have problems with mental health issues and depression. So it is not a subject that people should not talk about. People should talk about it. So I am just really promoting the charity that people should not treat people that have mental health problems any different to anybody else in the world.
How is one day in the life of in your life?
One day in the life of somebody that's running around the world is almost every day is different. For example, yesterday I was sitting waiting for a ferry. Here I'm doing a press conference. Yeah, here and tomorrow I'll be out running on the road. But I never know where I'm going to put my head, where I'm going to sleep. I never know, and I don't always know where I'm going to eat. And when I'm on the road, sometimes I think the next town is a small town, there is nothing, and it's a big town. I never know, and I never know what's going to happen, and then there's always danger. For example, trucks, cars, and then problems with the weather, in the cold weather or in the hot weather like here, and I have to be careful that I drink enough water and electrolytes, but sometimes it's difficult to get water. So no 2 days are the same. It's every day has a different challenge.
Are beautiful every day?
Yeah. I wrote in my blog, theworldjob.com, I wrote, even when I have a problem, I'm happy because I am living my dream. And I'm so happy to be living this dream even when there's problems.
You got wife?
No, it would be difficult.
That's the reason that you didn't do that.
No wife and no jealous girlfriend and no wife. And there were a couple of times I could have got married or settled down with a lady, but I did not, because I think at the back of my mind I was always thinking of running around the world. I've been thinking of this for more than 20 years. It's never more than a few hours from my mind. I was always thinking of this.
Most of the people that read my website are Mexicans.
Yeah.
What can you tell to them in Spanish?
What can I tell them in Spanish? Mi advicio es
When you have a dream, sueño, un sueño.
cuando tú tienes un sueño, no es para conmigo más o menos para 20 años para vivir tu sueño. Ahora es ahora. Sueño, live your dream, viva tu sueño ahora.
No esperes 20 años, dice.
Because in the past I met a man and his dream is to cycle in Baja, and he said I must wait 10 years, and this is a man that's free, has no wife, no children, and he said I must wait 10 years. And I say, why? And he said, I must save the money. And I said, go on the road, your people look after me. And you're not even talking about getting a ferry, an airplane. Just go on the road, the people in the ranchos will take care of you, and just maybe, if you need to cook rice and whatever. Well, he's waiting 10 years to live this, and it's just cycle Baja, 1,600 kilometers or something like that. So I think many people, me too, look for excuses, reasons to say no. So mi advicio es ahora tu sueño. Ahora.
Where are you going tomorrow?
Más o menos 45 y 50 kilómetros sur de aquí, no sé dónde necesito para mí de vista.
There is a beautiful town, south.
Yeah.
Call it El Rosario.
El Rosario.
69 kilometers from here.
It's lejos.
No.
Mi récord es 75.
They have a big party tomorrow there.
Big party.
Gastronomical party.
You can eat.
Yeah. I love to eat.
If you want,
Yeah.
you want to stop there?
But tomorrow, is it on the next day? How many days is it?
De gastronómico es un día, ¿no?
Ahora, mañana y pasado.
Sí, pero que vaya un día.
No,
It has like 3 days long, that festival, but you can go one if you want.
Yeah.
One day if you want.
No.
Well, it's just if you want.
No, if you want.
It's too far. It's too far for me to run, but I don't know.
Probably nobody see that you done run how many kilometers? 45, I think.
Yeah.
Is your record?
No. My record is 75.
Recuerdo, lo que más acuerdo son 75.
No, tomorrow, no. For me, the most important thing, important thing is focus.
Sí, él no le gusta que lo empiecen a mover así porque él tiene que concentrarse en lo que hace.
That's good. That's why I'm invitation.
Yeah.
I'm going to get us.
No, pues es tu entrevista, digo, nada más me querían preguntar aquí las chicas, when you decide to support the Aware Foundation, it was for a reason, and especially why you decide to support that foundation?
Because in the past, when I was fundraising for charities, I fundraised for example, for a children's charity, and everybody was giving to the charity because it's an emotional charity. Like cancer is also an emotional charity. And I noticed that there were many other charities that did not get support, emotional support. So I think, I hate to say it, but it was like less sexy charity, not so. But I thought that they could do with some help, and the fact that we are talking about it now, and he's going to have it on his website, and then all the journalists here, all of these things help. And as you can see, I'm a great lover of people, and everybody is the same. The richest man in the world, or the poorest man in the world, or somebody that has a mental health issue. I hug or shake hands with everybody. Nobody is different to me. So sometimes people that have mental health problems, it's just like they might have a problem with their arm or their foot. They go to a doctor. They just need help, but there is a stigma, there is a bias towards them, a prejudice towards them, and it's just to get people to talk about these issues.
But you don't commit the decision about a special issue regarding, for example, a familiar, a friend of you.
Oh, do I have a specific reason?
That has a little bit of depression, and you decide to take a...
No, I don't.
It was just because it was the lesser sexes of all the
but as I say, I don't have any experience, and I don't have any family or any, and some people, this is a bad joke, but they say, you're running around the world, you're crazy. And I said, well, this is the charity I'm running for. And then they stop laughing. So I'm making a point, you know. But sometimes people like to make a connection between what I'm doing and my charity.
Yes.
So that's the reason.
It's a good one.
Yeah. No, I could say, well, I'm doing it for breast cancer or for children's charity or whatever, and but I chose that charity because I felt that they need some more help. That, as I said, when I was fundraising for children's charities and collecting, people were giving money very fast, and you see, I told you earlier on about the people taking the hand out of their pocket and changing their mind, and the donations to the charity on my website are very low, and so people need to start talking about it and helping the charities.
And you remember when you began supporting this foundation?
Yeah.
Do you remember when did you begin?
Well, I more or less.
How was the approach?
Yeah. Well, this time last year, more or less, I was in Ireland, and I departed in October. But this time last year, beginning of August, I was really busy. So and 1 year before that, 2 years ago, I was listening to them on the radio, because I listen to a lot of talk radio, and I heard the people from the organisation talking about the problems they have, the stigma, you understand the word stigma,
yes,
the problems they have, and I said, why is that? People all around the world are the same, and so I had more or less 1 year to think about it, from 2 years before to 1 year when I was getting really ready to go. So it more or less developed in my mind that over the 1 year that there's a lot of stigma, there's a lot of prejudice against people that have mental health issues, and as I said, I'm a great believer in that everybody is the same. It doesn't matter what country you're from, or your mental health, or your colour of your skin, or anything. It's religion. We're all the same. People are the same.
Great.
Tony?
I'm sorry, your name again? Hector. Nice.